You see it in the news every day. People are discouraged. They're losing hope. That's one of the most precious commodities in our world today, hope. But how will the church respond? For over 35 years, the Drop In Center has been providing hope to some of Portland's most vulnerable residents through a delicious hot meal and a warm welcome. Every Monday and Thursday between 2 to 4 p.m., we are following the call of Jesus, serving a takeout meal and providing food boxes to folks from our doors on 11th Avenue. Drop In is just one of the ways First Baptist is bringing hope to the community during the COVID-19 pandemic.
On a typical day, a homeless person gets told to move, they can't use the bathroom, they can't have a glass of water, and they're pushed around and they don't have a place to stay or a place where they can feel comfortable. It used to be that Drop In Center provided hope by giving them a place where they could drop in, sit down, be treated like a human. Well, now we're doing the same thing. We're providing a meal and we're smiling or doing whatever. And the hope is in, somebody actually cares about me or about them.
Well, I think it's a really comfortable place for most of them. And they like being here. And we provide the food, and not just food, but we provide, just to talk to them, to ask them how they are, ask them if they need anything. And I just think they feel comfortable here.
Well, I think when you're homeless and hungry, you need a place to eat. So 2 days a week, we're a really great place to go and get a hot meal.
Even the dessert is means a lot to a lot of people. So it's nice that we can be able to do that, and we give God the glory for providing the food. It's a miracle sometimes the way it comes.
Because there's so many places downtown that are not serving during the coronavirus, and these people need food, and we are providing it for them, but we're also providing them just some hope by giving them a smile and blessing them as they come by, and they look forward to our meal, and it's just unfortunate they can't come in, but at least we're still being able to provide them a to-go meal.
We don't interact as much with people. They don't have as many choices, and we used to have a whole wall full of stuff for people that are getting a food box, could go and pick and choose, where now we're just kind of giving them the food that we've got and not letting them choose, just giving them a bag that's pre-made so that we can get them moving and not have too many people congregated together.
So we put these cones out right here every 6 feet for the social distancing, so we can still feed the people that need to come down. This is our food pantry. We can't have the people downstairs, so we have fruit bags to give out for everybody. And then we still have our giveaways and our bags down there if they still need to come get groceries. This just keeps everybody 6 feet apart, so we're staying safe.
I guess since the COVID-19, everything's kind of changed, like twice as careful as it was before.
We're totally doing takeout now, which we're just boxing all the food up. It's the same food that they get fed if they're here eating inside the church, but we've made it more convenient for them just to take it and leave and, eat on their way to wherever they're going. But the food's all the same. We're still cooking the same food. And we're being careful with gloves, with masks, staying away from each other, and staying away from, the folks outside, which they want you to stay away from them too.
A lot of hand washing, a lot of sanitizing, making sure we try and maintain the 6 foot between people.
Well, we normally have anywhere from 15 to 20 volunteers, and we've actually scaled it way back to, there's usually five or six on each day, Monday and Thursday. And we're all wearing gloves and we're wearing masks, and we've set the tables up outside so there's at least 6 feet in between us and the guests that come to get a meal. And then we also have the sneeze guard up.
I think knowing that God is really in control and that we need to put our faith in Him.
The gratitude that we get from the clients that we serve every week, they seem to be maybe a little more thankful, perhaps because one of the few organizations is still feeding. The other thing is how well the organization and the people in the church have pulled together to get behind making sure that 2 really good meals go out twice a week.
The big thing really is to see how people are helping one another all over the country. I remember people coming through the drop-in line that said, "Oh, I haven't eaten for 2 days, I'm so hungry." And the fact that we're able to do that is a way that this church is reaching out and doing its part to help people.
I just like coming down here. It's just a nice, cozy church, and just to help the people around me. I just like being here.
Well, for me, I have to say the Lord and my strong faith. And if I feel like people that don't have faith must have a lot more difficult time. And I'm just grateful for all the sermons online and the Bible study on Wednesday. That just gives me hope and reassures my relationship with our Lord.
Knowing that I can come down here and help the people out that need it, that can't get it because we're going through a hard time right now. And it just makes me feel good to come down here and help people out, that knowing that people do need help.
Even in the midst of a global pandemic, there are so many bright spots. Drop-In Center is just one of those, bringing hope to the community. Our protocols have changed in order to adapt to the current situation. Instead of serving on plates in the activity center downstairs, drop-in staff have to transport the meal upstairs and downstairs using carts. Up and down they go until every guest has received a hot meal. Bibles are made available to all who want one. Together, we are practicing the words of Romans 12:12 through 13. Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, faithful in prayer. Share with God's people who are in need. Practice hospitality.